What is going on, Bulls Nation? Our first win in this in season tournament comes in at the expense of the Hawks, but this is a great overall win for the Bulls, and we are going to talk about this win right after this.
This is your home for all things Chicago Bulls. Join the conversation. You're listening to Chicago Bulls Nation.
All right, after that, disappointing loss last time, got back on a win against. It's weird to watch this tournament still because watching towards the end, the Bulls has already won the game. Yet they're running up the score, and I get the point differential thing, but as we talked about, 20 is the new 12. So I think that's towards 2-minute mark. I mean, this is the Hawks that could just hit 3-3-pointers at a time. So I didn't feel safe even though we had like a 12-point lead. And I was just thinking on my head, yeah, guys, just fucking dribble the ball down. Just hold the ball. Do not even take a shot because you can't stop the Hawks anyway when they're, on the other end of the floor. But, nonetheless, the Bulls won and they have a game again tomorrow against the Grizzlies. Tough opponent, especially coming off a back-to-back. But I love the overall theme of this game. Regardless if we won or not, I love the minutes distribution that Billy Donovan did on this game. Like I said, the win is just an icing on the cake. But the rotation, the minutes is, specifically, I'm happy that Matas got 20 minutes tonight. He's +7, 9 points, 1 out of 4. And he was on the field. He got some rebounds. He got a couple of block shots as well. So we gotta give him some shot. The guy is, I think he has some good defensive instincts. He doesn't have the body for the NBA yet, but as the more reps he gets out there, the more comfortable he'll get. And it's just, he's a part of our future. So it just makes sense that he would be in the game. Julian Phillips only had 7 minutes, which is, it's okay because Jalen Smith had 15. I would love to see that bump up, especially with Patrick Williams out. I always thought that Jalen Smith should be like a power forward, especially when Zach is not here anymore. So we really got to get him acclimated in how to play this game with the Bulls and within the system. I don't know if Vooch is going to be traded because if it doesn't, this would be a good big lineup of Vooch, Jalen, Patrick Williams if he comes back, and then the guards, Kobe and Josh Giddey. I would roll with that lineup. I also love the fact that Dalen Terry saw 22 minutes today, 12 points, and a bunch of assists as well. I think he got like 4 assists, only 1 rebound, but 2 steals. And he is going to be our, defensive ace. And it's funny we say that because we really don't have any defender on the team, especially with Patrick Williams out. But he is. We need some help on the perimeter. And Dalen Terry has the size, the lateral quickness, sometimes not the IQ nor the body, but he fights out there. And that's one thing I like about Dalen is that he has some dog in him. And he's one of the bright spots on the defense, or one of the guys that can defend outside of Ayo, because we all know what Ayo could do. Ayo, 20 points tonight. 20 points. 8 assists. Same goes with Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey's +19, the highest plus minus. You got to give credit where credit is due. We've been critical of Josh Giddey, or I have been, but this past couple of games, he actually showed up. He has a couple of rebounds that are actual rebounds. Just never fell in his lap. I don't know. He's comfortable with the big guys, with his wings of the Hawks. They're not too physical. So he was fighting on the rebound out there. And we need that because Vooch is the only big guy that we do have. And Josh has the size. I don't know if he has the athleticism, but he does have the size and the basketball instincts to, go where the ball is headed to. So if he can get that confidence in him, and we see this kind of stat line where it's 18, 8, and 6, I'll be totally happy. Vooch, his normal double-double, 18 and 13, he's been playing great. 2 out of 5. Kobe White had a rough shooting night in the beginning, but picked it up. 20 points plus 18. Zach, 26 points, 4 out of 8. Overall, this is a very good game. It's weird because He didn't see any minutes today. He didn't play at all. Torrey Craig, after starting against the Bucks, now he didn't see any minutes, which is, hey, honestly, I like Torrey Craig, but this is how it's supposed to be for the Bulls. This is the perfect minutes distribution that I would love to see. Maybe limit Zach, maybe lower that down a little bit from 34 to 30 and kind of spread that out to Julian Phillips. Like I said, there's no point in getting Zach into the groove, especially if you're trying to trade him. He's getting his minutes. I mean, he's getting his numbers anyway. But hey, like I said, if the Bulls lost this game, I would still be perfectly happy because of how they played. There was a lineup of Jalen Smith, Dalen Terry, Matas. I think Julian Phillips was there for a little bit, but we also got Kobe White and Ayo, I believe, and it was beautiful. We've been defending, hitting 3-pointers, and look at this dunk by Matas. Love to see more of that. He's shooting 3-pointer with a lot of confidence as well. We gotta get him acclimated on the defensive end. He does have like I mentioned earlier, he has the size, athleticism. He just needs to be on the court more. I think the physicality and the speed of the game, he almost didn't make his dunk, by the way, is the one that's a bit of a shock for him. That's why I feel like there's no benefit of making him play in G League because he came out of there. He needs to be in the NBA game regardless of his performance. He needs to have consistent minutes, ideally around the 20-22 minute mark, regardless of, whatever their outcome is. Those are valuable minutes for him, and I love it. Again, Zach and Vooch. Ooh, what a move by Zach LaVine, by the way. That move is beautiful. Now, it's going to be a tough game tomorrow against the Grizzlies. They're fast. They got some good defense as well, especially with Jaren Jackson in there. They got some shooting. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But again, as long as we're in this, winning, maybe not even winning, but developing these young guys, I'm all for it. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you like this video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow after the game.